So today I'm joined by Ariana Rose and Soleil Laurent. They are the founders of Equality Education, a platform that is really designed to promote personal development and emotional intelligence. One of the ways that they do that I think is so cool is through the use of coloring books. But they provide training for individuals and groups, and you can reach out to them directly. We'll find out how you can contact them in a minute. But right now, I just want to ask how you all got started, and how did you come up with the concept of equality education?
Well, thank you so much for having us on your platform. We're so grateful. We started actually, Ariana and I were best friends and we randomly met serendipitously. And we wanted to create a business that would help individuals with their self esteem, gain the emotional intelligence skills. But in the beginning of our friendship, we were just workout buddies. And we
Mhm.
realized that we had such a passion for people and helping people discover their greatness, just like our tagline.
Right.
And when we first decided to start the company, we thought of how great would it be to come out with an affirmations coloring book. So we came out with the coloring book, put our money together. It was so young. And we would sell in the park. We would backpack in the park and we would tell people, you can have this coloring book. It's powerful. You can say the affirmation and repeat it to yourself. And from that moment on, I think we just knew we have something magical and we kept growing as friends. We kept growing as our in our company as well.
So, so many times, especially for women in the workplace, especially if you have a lot of responsibilities or duties, you kind of forget to take care of yourself. You kind of forget to practice self care. Can you all kind of just speak to the importance and what you've learned about that, having built this business, right? It's not an easy venture to start something new and build something from the ground up. So just explain how you all learned the value of self care and taking a breath and a break when you need it.
A breath and a break when you need it. That is it right there. Exactly. So Lay and I actually we've been running the company together for years, and we are, as of the past 5 months and 7 months, both new moms. And
Oh,
so
wow.
that really put
Congratulations.
this, thank you. That really put the self-care and all of that on the next level, even on top of all of the skills that we had learned before. But it really became apparent if you want to keep up with yourself in your life, if you want to be high performance, if you want to, have relationships and a career and different parts of your life that are equally fulfilling, you have to take care of yourself first. We cannot pour from an empty cup. And we really understood that when we started grinding, like Soleil was mentioning, to get the company off the ground, where, oh, we got to show up for each other. I have to get my rest. I have to eat a nutritious breakfast. I have to take care of my body so I feel good and I have the energy to be present for the other parts of my life. There's nothing that replaces that. Your self-care dictates every single area of your life. In social emotional learning, we teach about the 8 areas of life and how you can create balance amongst all of them. It starts with self-care, and self-care is a form of self-love. And we know that that is the root of everything that is foundational in your life. So do not overlook it, do not discount it. Very important.
It is very important. Another thing that's very important, and it's something that we typically don't learn when we're very young, is emotional intelligence. And let's speak to just how important emotional intelligence is, and how can people, if you've never been aware of what it is, you've never been taught what it is, how can people start to develop that skill of having emotional intelligence?
You know what's so amazing is that our emotions have an impact on the way we think about ourselves, our business, our love life, our success in every single area of your life. So when I hear about the importance of it, it's really about knowing how to understand, knowing how to decipher what your emotions mean, and how to navigate in this world as emotional beings, because we're all emotional beings, how to navigate this world in a powerful way so that every area of your life is what you envision what you feel is fulfilled. Emotional intelligence is so important because if you're using it and you're managing your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you can actually see the result in every single area of your life.
That's great. Did you want to add something?
I was going to say a really easy way to think about it, like Soleil mentioned, we're all emotional. It comes down to the thoughts and the feelings and the actions that we take every day in life. People might think, "Oh, I'm not too emotional." Actually, you're having emotions and thoughts and reactions and feelings all day long throughout your whole entire life. So, a really easy place to start is to just recognize the voice that you're having inside of your head. You're not some wild person who's talking to themselves, but we're actually communicating inside of our body all day long before we communicate outside of our body. Start to pay attention to what that person is saying. How do you talk to yourself? Are you treating yourself like you would a friend? Are you putting yourself down? All of those things are determining the way that you approach the outside world, your interpersonal relationships. Every part of how you treat yourself has an effect on something in your life. So start there because that's where your emotional intelligence stems from, is how is that self-talk landing on you? And then how is it showing up in how you approach the rest of your life?
I really love that, and I think that a lot of people don't think about that negative talk, right? Like, what are the things that you think about yourself? What are the things that you've learned about yourself through the years? And how do you address yourself when you've let yourself down, or maybe you didn't achieve what you sought out to achieve? So let's talk about some ways that people can help. I know that the coloring books are part coloring book, part activity, part affirmation. So let's talk about how you all came up with some of the affirmations and how you decided to incorporate the relaxation of coloring, right, and the creativity of coloring with the practice of being nice to yourself and speaking kind words to yourself.
Yeah. So the affirmations coloring book is so powerful because what you're doing is actually repeating the affirmations to yourself as you color, right? So we believe that the more you repeat it, the more you believe it, and the more you act from that affirmation. And the book is divided in actually three parts. The first half is affirmations all about developing your self esteem. So I am proud of myself. I am destined for greatness. I'm loving to myself and my body. I can't even tell you how many people react to that one. And the second half is all about developing a healthy relationship with the outside world. So, what does that mean? I am aware of diversity. I am able to see beauty in others. I am able to say sorry big.
It
So it's
is.
really about connecting with the outside world in a healthy way. And then at the end, you get to write who you are. It's a blank page. It says, write who you are. It's for you to come up with the affirmations that you need to battle those negative thoughts when it comes to your mind. How do you feel powerful? What do you need to wake up every day and have that self-confidence radiate in your life? So you write it down, you see it, you write it, you believe it, and you act on it.
That's awesome. So, of course, how can people find the affirmations coloring book? How can they learn more about equality education and some of the programming that you all have available?
Yeah, so we actually we do programming all around the world, all around the country. We bring our books into different school systems and to educators and to parents and families, communities all over. We're always interested in partnering with nonprofits, hospitals, schools. We teach workshops to individuals, groups of individuals, where you are able to bring those skills back to your family. We want to embed these as a really as non-negotiables in our community. We want it to be a part of the traditional education system. We want parents to know and practice these skills within themselves so they can teach all of the young people that they are around these same things, to really move the needle in society and for people as individuals. And so buy a book for your friend, tune into one of our workshops. We have free resources if you guys tap in with us. We are the Equality EDU on social. And our website is just theequalityeducation.com. You can talk to us directly on there. Soleil and I love to speak with people and hear stories. We've had our coloring books from birthing rooms to hospitals to anywhere that you can imagine. It's been a really fun journey to see people take these on and make a difference in their own lives and the people around them. It's a blessing.
What have you all learned about yourself since you've been doing this work? Since you have been, obviously if you're telling people to affirm themselves and you're telling people to kind of slow down and think about yourself and practice self-care, what have the two of you learned about yourselves through this journey of building equality education and practicing what you preach?
That's such a great question. What I learned about myself is how much I want people to have a healthy self-esteem and myself. I want that for myself all the time. So I think it's really about how much I want people to have information and to know how beautiful and smart and wonderful you are. And I also practice it with me. I look in the mirror and I make sure that I'm affirming myself because I realize that it's all foundationally about love. It's all about self-love, about giving love. And love is really the core of equality education.
Love that.
And you, Ariana?
Um, yeah, yes, this is actually such a great question. I love that you asked us this. So I think for me, I had heard the concept that failure was man-made, and I didn't really understand what it meant until I saw it in practice in my own life. And the way that I really saw this was you are capable of anything you put your mind to as long as you never give up on yourself. Just because it doesn't look like it's the way you thought it was going to, it doesn't feel like it. Today, I don't feel like it. It didn't have the outcome. I didn't connect with the right person. All of these things, you are never faced with failure until you give up on yourself. And so learn to pivot, learn to be solution oriented, learn to be creative and to partner with someone who can change your life in ways that you could never have imagined. And all of those blessings that you focus on will make their way to you, and you will never have to worry about failing. You don't have to worry about looking stupid, any of those things that people get kind of caught up in their head about. Just keep going. If you can only do 5 minutes a day today, do 5 minutes, then tomorrow come back to it. Our company has been created off of all of those things I just mentioned. And I'm so grateful to have opportunities like this where we can come and talk to people about what we do. And we just keep going one day at a time. And if we can do it, you can too.
I love that.
100%.
I love that. I think that
Yes.
that's so important for people to have a little grace, right? That's essentially what you're saying. Have some grace. Be easy on yourself because this is not easy. It's not easy to do something new. It's not easy to think outside the box. It's not easy to put yourself out there and be vulnerable in front of people. And I just appreciate talking to you both today because I think that you're going to open up some hearts and some minds. And if you all are interested in learning more, you can find them at Equality Education. Could you give me the website again?
Yeah. Theequalityeducation.com.
Theequalityeducation.com. It's a fun site. It's light. It doesn't feel heavy. It's very easy to peruse and read and see their offerings. Follow them on social. Get these affirmations. It is hard outside. You need to be easy on yourself inside.
Mm,
Thank you all
There
so
you
much for
go.
joining me today.
thank you.
Now I will let you all go and get back to your babies. I see we got a baby a little bit in the lower quadrant of the cameras.
Yep, exactly.
So y'all can go back to being business baddies and moms and whatever you got going on. Y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.